Hi, I'm John Edmonds and welcome to this short duration meditation where we're going to take a journey into the now. Whether you perform this meditation with your eyes open, half open or closed is entirely up to you. Just in case your eyes are open or slightly open, we've included some visual images for you to focus on. But don't analyze or judge the images, just let them be. May your body be comfortable and still. May your head and trunk be aligned, whether you're sitting on the floor or on a chair. May your breathing be smooth, slow, and serene. May the flow of your thoughts not disturb you. May all your muscles relax from head to toe as you feel the whole weight of your body melt into the earth beneath you. May your meditation today bring you peace, happiness, and bliss. I'd like you now to let go of any thoughts that you have in your mind. Just keep repeating to yourself the word empty over and over again as you see your thoughts subside and eventually disappear. See your mind as an empty vessel, full of stillness, peace, and serenity. And just be for a few moments while your thoughts disappear. Throughout the whole meditation, if you experience any external thoughts or the feeling of drifting away from the meditation, just very gently bring yourself back on track, saying, "Not now, thank you," and gently push the thoughts aside. I'd like you now to contemplate the now, which is the fine razor's edge slice of time that we live in between the past and the future. The now is difficult for most people to comprehend because by the time you've thought about it, it's gone into the past. I want you to imagine that your life is simply nothing more than millions of nows, all lined up behind you. Millions of seconds of time, lined up as if you'd taken a photograph of every millisecond of your life and put them one after each other behind you, stretching back far into a distant past. Imagine looking at these photographs, stretching way back to the time you were born. It's the sum total of your past. Your past is locked into time itself. It's your life, your memory. It's what you've brought with you to this point today. But it's also over, gone. You can't change anything in the past. You can only use the past as a memory and something to be learned from. Just for a few moments, I'd like you to see yourself in the now, today, with all this stuff called the past behind you. The miles of memories, the miles of experiences, the miles of learning and relearning. This is you, right now, in the now. What you are today is the result of every thought, every decision, and every action you ever took. You made your life what it is by the sum total of these thoughts, decisions, and actions. As you sit there with your focus on the now, with the past firmly embedded behind you, I'd like you now to think about the future and what the future means. You see, the future is always an illusion. It can never exist in the present, in the now, because it's something that hasn't happened yet. The future is simply a dream, a figment of your imagination. Just as you cannot live in the past, you cannot live in the future either. You can only live in the now, that fine slice of time between the past and the future. Unlike the past behind you, with its millions of seconds of life experiences, the future is actually a blank canvas. There's nothing there. It doesn't exist. It hasn't happened yet. In that regard, the future can be whatever you imagine it to be. You see, you can plan the future and you can anticipate the future, but you can't be in it until it arrives. And when it does arrive, it won't actually be the future, it'll be the now, which in turn will no doubt be a reflection of your thoughts, desires and actions that you're taking right now, today, in today's now. Just for a few moments, I'd like you to contemplate this blank canvas called the future. See it as a huge painting on the wall that hasn't been painted yet. And you are stood with paintbrush in hand, wondering what you should paint. As you sit in the now, stay firmly between past and future, allowing each now to disintegrate into the past as the seconds tick away. Don't think about the past anymore, because you can't do anything about it other than learn from it. Also, don't think about the future either. For the time being, you're in the now, and that's all that matters. You are alive, right now, today, this very moment. In fact, the now is all you have, because the past is gone, and the future is no more than an illusion. See each second of the now disappearing into the past and being replaced by another now. Focus on the now. Try to grab hold of it if you can, but you can't, because as you try to grab hold of the now, it slips into the past. Realize that the now, in other words where you are right now, is forever changing into the past. And what was the now a few seconds ago is now in the past and can never be relived. Just sit quietly in the now for the next 30 seconds with no thoughts, no desires, no anticipations. Just be in a no-mind situation with your mind empty and concentrating on the emptiness by excluding all other thoughts. By now, you should be feeling reasonably relaxed. I'm now going to take you to a slightly deeper now in order to experience it even more effectively. I'd like you to imagine that you're inside your body. You are not your body. You're a thinking entity, but your body is just a shell. Direct your attention into your body and feel it from within. Feel the life force within you. Feel the life force in your hands, arms, legs and feet. Feel the life force as something connected to the whole universe, not just your body. Feel this life force in your abdomen and your chest. Feel it from the top of your head to the ends of your toes. Concentrate on the feeling of your inner body and see if you can feel the life force flowing through every part of your body. Focus on feeling. Don't think about it. Feel it. The more you concentrate on the feeling, it will become clearer and stronger. By focusing on the feeling, you'll find that you can sense every cell in your body and each cell becoming more alive. You might even experience some tingling in some parts of your body, particularly your hands or feet, and this is fine. You see, your inner body is without form. It's totally limitless, and you'll never be able to make sense of it. So just stick with the feelings of the life force. Don't try to make sense of anything. If you can't feel anything yet, just pay attention to whatever you can feel. This life force or energy is sometimes called the chi. It's present in all humans. It's the energy that we frequently think might be connected to the energy that flows throughout the whole universe and all things, and which makes us just a very small part of a much bigger picture that most of us still don't quite understand. Make your mind blank, a no mind with no thoughts or images. Imagine as you sit in the now that you're experiencing an all-encompassing sense of being, where every cell in your body is linked to the rest of the universe by the energies that you can feel within you. And be totally relaxed. Imagine that the distinction between your inner and outer body merges and becomes one, and that your body is just a mass of cells, atoms and energy floating around in the universe. You have no inner or outer body anymore. You are one with the universe, and you've transcended both. You are now simply a field of energy with no boundaries, no limitations. So for the next minute or so, just sit and be. I'd like you to take a few moments to smile. Smile mentally if it's more appropriate. Smile with your mouth, your eyes, your mind, your ears, your nose, your cheeks. Smile with your neck, your lungs, your stomach, your abdomen, arms, legs, ankles and feet. Even smile with your toes. Smiling will enhance the life force within you and help you to relax even more. Smile with an inner knowingness that it costs you nothing. It's healthy to smile, it's free, it's easy to do, and that your internal and external world will always benefit from your smile, even if it's mentally performed. Now, if you have your eyes closed, open them a little and look around, but stay with the feeling of the life force within you. Look at objects and things around you. Be aware of their silent presence. Look at the spaces between the objects and things. Be aware that it's the space between things that allows them to be. Listen to the sounds around you. See if you can detect the silence that exists underneath these sounds. If you can, touch something within your reach. Feel its texture. Feel its being. Observe your breath for a moment. Feel the air flowing in and out of your lungs. Continue to feel the energies deep inside your body, resonating in tune with the universe outside your body. Don't acknowledge the past or the future. Just stay in the now. Just be. Now I want to take you on a journey that is even deeper to a special place which contains an entity which is behind the life force, behind the energy, behind the chi, to a place known by very few people. It's not a place that can be easily described. It's a place beyond all time, space, matter, and thoughts. It's a place some have called true self, the soul, inner nature, or our intellect. To tap into this entity, the path is through the questions of: what is it that looks out from behind my eyes? What is it that witnesses my thoughts? Who is the inner person called me that I've never met? These questions will elicit an entrance to this deepest of places in your inner spirit, where the power to witness and analyze each and every one of your thoughts, decisions and actions resides. This entity has the power to witness every single thought that you have, and to judge it and analyze it, and then take appropriate action on it, or simply bury it. It's the place inside of us where we instinctively know right from wrong, and where we can choose our feelings, choose our behavior, and choose how we think. It's only when we tap into our true self, soul, inner nature, intellect, or whatever you want to call it, that we realize there's another level of consciousness above our everyday unconsciousness, It's the place where we have the power to take every single thought we shall ever have and look at it as one would look at an object in your hand, to turn the thought over, to look underneath and inside every single thought and determine their validity and worth. It's the place where we recognize how we fit into the universal scheme of things and how insignificant each of us are, and how humble we should surely feel as we look outwards at the complexity of the way of the world and the way the universe works. By traveling to this place and visiting your true inner being, you'll soon start to see that your everyday life, your past, has mostly been lived to date in an automatic, unconscious manner without hardly thinking about it. Indeed, this is your opportunity to make sure that you take a different path as you head into the future. The reason I brought you to this inner place is because you can only ever come into direct contact with this inner discerning entity when you're actually in the now and in touch with, but behind, the life force energies within you, to discover this entity which looks out from behind your eyes, which is not your body, not your brain, not your mind, not your thoughts, not even your character. It's your true self deep inside your whole being. It's where there are no anticipations, no wants, no attachments to things, no needs, and no desires. Just peace, happiness, and bliss. You see, peace, happiness, and bliss have never existed out there in the world outside of your body. They are inside of you and always have been, waiting for you to discover them. This is why even the wealthiest person in the world can still be unhappy, or the blind, disabled person in the back streets of an Indian slum might be the happiest person alive. Happiness comes from living in the now and being in touch with your true inner self, which resides deep inside of you, beyond reason, beyond thought, in fact, beyond everything. Meditation is simply the road to your true inner being, where peace, happiness, and bliss reside. You see, you can smile at any time. You don't really need me to tell you to. Smile again now, and sit in contemplation for a few moments before we end the meditation. Smile from your head to your toes, even if you just smile inside your mind. In a few moments, I'm going to count from 1 to 10. And as I do, I want you to rejoin the world you left when we started this meditation together. But I want you to take the peace, joy, and bliss with you. And remember that the now is all we ever have to live in. And it's actually where our contentment with life resides, if we can only just remember to go there and visit it. 1. Start to think about the environment and the people around you. 2. 3. If you had your eyes closed, open them just a little, not too much. 4. 5. Stretch your arms. Stretch your arms and legs out like a cat. 6. 7. Open your eyes wide as you can and look around you. 8. 9. Take a couple of deep breaths. Remember your inner being is still with you. And 10. Now you're back in the real world, but feeling totally and utterly relaxed. Just sit for another minute or so in silence. Please do come back at any time, whenever you feel the need to. Goodbye. Bye.